everybody, and welcome to my channel. I'm Yvette of Uniquely Yvette. If you're new here, I'm glad you stopped by. I hope you like what you see and that you'll stay or come back again and watch other videos. This project today is going to have a beach theme, nautical, sea, ocean, whatever, that type of thing. I have this shape here and I'm going to trace out two of them onto a piece of wood that I planed down to about a ½ inch thick or a little less, maybe, I don't know. It is pine wood. That's all I work with because for real, the other wood is too expensive for me. So I get this cheap pine wood. Okay, that's one. As you can see, that's what we're working with. I'm going to flip it over and do the other print. And then I'll be using this piece of wood, which is down to about a ¼ inch thick. And I'm just going to trace out this shell, seashell, and this starfish. If this one doesn't work out, I'll cut out this one. But I think I like this one better, so I'm probably going to cut this one out. The size of the print is 6 inches long. I forgot what this way is, maybe 2½ inches. And these are about 2 by 2 or 2 by a little under 2, something like that. Okay, so let me get the rest of these traced out and I'll be right back. Okay, here is everything traced on here. I've got the two big shapes here, and now I'm going to cut them out on the scroll saw. Now I have these lines here, but it's possible that I'm going to end up sanding them off because I want to, this piece of wood is very thin, so I'm not sure how much I can do, but I want to kind of make this end of the seashell thinner than this end. So I'm not sure how well I can do because, like I said, this piece of wood is thin. I did do a test piece on a thicker piece of wood, which I think turned out pretty good until I went crazy and messed up here. That is a challenge. I don't know how well I'll do that, but this is slightly thinner than this end of the wood. And then I have I lowered this a little. So I think it'll be okay. It's probably not going to be perfect by any means, but anyway, the process of shaving down the wood so that it's thinner on this end will take out any ridges that would be there. It would take out my pencil marks here. Before I move to the scroll saw with this piece, I drew some lines about every ½ inch lengthwise, if you can see that. And I'm going to use my router and make those cut into those lines so that I can have an indentation at each line. Okay, here are the pieces after I've cut them out with the scroll saw. I'm going to work on sanding these lines, or sanding this whole piece, and trying to clean up these lines with my detail sander here. It can somewhat go into these lines and clean them up like that. But first I'm going to sand the surface because that's going to get a lot of this raggedy look off. And I'm going to get the edges. This one I'm not going to worry about too much because I'm going to be trying to work it down so this front part is lower. And I'll clean this one up just a little, just with this hand thing. I don't want to use my power. I don't want to use my power sander with this one. I'm just going to use this thing. I'm going to use the power sander on here and get this cleaned up. I've sanded them as much as I can. Unfortunately, I can't make a straight line to save my life, so the lines here are crooked and the lines on the shell are crooked, and it is what it is. I say that every time. Anyway, it's now time to paint. I made a mistake. I was supposed to put a hole here and here on the base, but I forgot. I wanted to do it before I paint it, but anyway, hopefully it's not too bad. I'm going to start with a smaller bit first and then use this bigger bit. If I can get it out. Yeah, it goes in. Then I'll pull it through. You have to twist it to make it go through. Like this, and then pull through the excess as much as I want. See, you want a little bit of curve here, then this will be glued down, and then the other piece will be on top, and it'll be like that. And you can see it's a flip-flop. What? It's so cute. But I'm going to fix that right there, trim off the excess here, and glue everything down, and then I'll do the other one. And then we'll also be putting on this piece. So let me trim, fix, trim, and do the other one. Okay, so let's get this thing going here. Let's see. I'm going to cut off the excess. Okay. I'm going to put a little hot glue on here just to seal the rope. I'm going to glue it here. Put it down for a moment. Again, you want to make sure that these parts stay a little bent so it looks more realistic. And then I'm going to put some glue here and then pop this shell on top. I'm going to hold it for a couple moments, and then I'm going to glue one of these little things at the bottom because this is going to be a fancy flip-flop hook, so you can just hook some things on the bottom like that, and that's it. That's the project. So we can do the other one. I totally forgot I wanted to add texture to the starfish.